Yo, what up guys, it's your boy Williams Fitness back again with another video. So, obviously Big Ramy was guest posing the other day, and I want to do a sort of reaction video to your comments about Big Ramy, because I do videos, and sometimes when I, slate a bodybuilder for looking a certain way or whatever, you guys jump on me. So what I'm going to do is put your comments out there, and we can go through your comments together, and sort of react and interact as almost a Q&A kind of type thing on Big Ramy guest posing, etc. So, Yemen Knight, prepping for guest posing. I hope he received a special invitation for the Olympia. Now, what Yemen means by this is, in the last video I said I genuinely think any bodybuilder that's doing a guest posing show should prep for it. There is no reason, no excuse for any bodybuilder who is getting paid to show off their physique on stage shouldn't do at least some sort of mini prep. And the fact that when Shawn Rhoden did it, I thought it was disrespectful. I thought it was very amateur of Shawn to do that, and not even to be in better condition anyway. This is my opinion, but, you guys should know by now, I state what I think, regardless of whatever consequence from that. I'm not trying to hurt people's feelings. If that's your problem, then go and jump over to Nick Strength and Power. I'm sure he'll baby you through bodybuilding. However, I don't do that shit. I think any bodybuilder that's getting paid needs to be prepping for a guest posing spot. I'm not saying it needs to be an 8-week prep, even a 4-week, do you know what I mean, diet, cut down a little bit. You're getting paid to do it, bro. Sort your shit out. That's my point. And obviously, Yemen laughed and agreed because Shawn Rhoden looked like shit. So, next we've got Jeff Hackett. Just build bigger upper body. No such thing as muscles too big. Guts look better. If he can downsize his quads, I think he could have won this year's lineup. The connoisseur, he can skip leg day for a year. Right, the issue I've got with these comments is not an issue. Something I want to raise on this is there is a problem having bigger muscles, and this comment got 12 likes. Now, Jeff has commented on this channel quite a lot, and I have dropped some likes on some of the stuff he posts, but the reason I disagree with you, Jeff, on this, mate, is the simple fact that if your biceps outweigh your triceps, you're going to get marked down. If your upper back outweighs your lower back, you will get marked down. So there is a problem with having muscles that are too big, because it takes the shine away from other muscles. It's all about symmetry. That's all bodybuilding's about, is proportionately symmetrical. Does everything tie up? So yeah, you can have a muscle that is too big. Ramy has completed quads. He's tried obviously too much T-Rex training, fucking oxygen gym, and this is the outcome from it. His quads do look shit because they're too big, and his upper body doesn't match it. So yeah, I genuinely think you can have quads that are too big. If he downsized his quads, I think he could have won. The thing is, Ramy will never win a Mr. Olympia, and a lot of you are going to find this hard to believe. Ramy will never win a Mr. Olympia. It's never going to happen, for the simple fact that he's not even improving. He's getting worse. I think he needs a year out from, or some sort of fucking counselling. I don't know what's going on in Ramy's head, but everybody struck this stigma on him saying it's Big Ramy, Big Ramy, Big Ramy. So he thinks he's got to stick to it. It's the whole Lou Ferrigno-Arnold thing all over again. Lou Ferrigno went for too much size. Didn't pay off. So, yeah, I think too much muscle is a problem. So, next comment, Sarah Morris. He can't compete with the likes of Rowley, Bonac. Yeah, I agree. He can't. He's not even Ramy is not a top 5 contender, even in this year's lineup. He is nowhere near top 5. And the problem is, too many people hype Big Ramy up. I was done and dusted with Big Ramy back in 2017. Yeah, we probably hyped him up a little bit last year just because it was, a bit of rivalry. It was good for YouTube. It was good for the revenue. I ain't getting bullshit you. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes we do put a tiny bit of a spin on some stuff to get views. And any other channel that says they don't is full of shit. The whole point of YouTube is to get views. Views means revenue. So, from that, Rowley doesn't flow well either. I kind of agree with that. Rowley is very blocky, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut on Rowley in a minute, because when I saw his quads the other day, they flowed. They ain't really flowed. You're right. Looks like more like a bull, not a horse. I don't know what to really say to that comment. It's a bit obscure. Love hearts. Some big Ramy. Delts look swollen from synthol. Now I saw that about 4 times in the comment section, and I want to agree, but I don't, because he is out of season, and that can happen quite often where the shoulders do look rounded and almost spherical, as in you can see that, the shine and the oily glow. So I'm not sure if it is synthol. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, but I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't. So moving on. Cameron looks terrible. Defo does. Yeah, I agree. I didn't think he looked good at all. A lot of you jumped. Oh yeah, his midsection's changed. Rah rah rah. I don't know. I thought he looked shit. Considering this guy's had a year, and this is all he's come back with. He's literally had to do nothing. He's had to prep for fuck all. He's had an entire year. So by rights, he should be in almost Olympia prep condition. Only with it being 3 weeks out now, guys. Do you know what I mean? Nah, I think he looks trash. His midsection got wider. He is worse than before. I don't see where is the improvements. I don't either. I don't see that many improvements other than the fact that he's on stage. That's an improvement. And he's lucky he's only one guest posing, because it's the only time he's going to take centre stage. I agree. I was saying the same thing. He doesn't have the V-tape and no flow whatsoever. He doesn't. He's too blocky, too chunky. And chunky, I don't mean like he's fat. His quads are shit. His lower back is awful. Again, you guys think I'm just knocking Ramy. I know there's a lot of fans out there, and I know you hate it when I jump on a video and point out problems with a bodybuilder. But that's my job, guys. That's how I got this subscriber base. Just chatting shit. Right, 12150 PS says, it's about time that people stop misusing the word conditioning. Nowhere in the English language it refers to body composition. It pertains more to cardiovascular endurance, and I doubt anyone on a pro bodybuilding stage can run a mile a day, leans to stay conditioned. No. Yeah, I agree with this comment. Conditioning as opposed to being lean. Ramy has leaned out for this show, I'm guessing. Bearing in mind, we had that photo we posted, when was it, about maybe 3-4 weeks ago, guys, when he got that pink towel on his head or whatever, and again, that was just to hype himself up. It was for Instagram likes, etc. We're not stupid, it's just PR. Yeah, there is a difference between conditioning and being lean. We can all get lean over the summer and still look shit. Lean to me is just dieting. That's all it is. It's reducing calorie intake, calorie deficit to output. Conditioning is when you've got the muscular maturity and everything shows through. So moving on from that, please skip leg day, Ramy. I just don't like this man's blocky look. I agree. Quads just big, not chest small, shoulders with oil. Yeah, again, I said this about the chest. I think his chest is far too small. And I don't see why a guy like Ramy, for his stature and presence on stage, he can't get that wider. I don't understand. He should be dominating in those areas. Like, arms should be bigger than Rollies. Chest should be bigger than Rollies. Rollies a shorter dude, and people forget that. And Rollies absolutely destroying everybody on the muscle mass itself on the frame. So Ramy isn't exactly living up to the big, other than with the quads. Let's have a look. John Cock. Good video, man. I don't usually give compliments or subscribe to people. I like your personality. John, thank you. I think I've got the personality of a fucking rock and the heart of an arsehole. But I appreciate that comment. I appreciate the fact that you don't normally comment and did. And that you click the subscribe button. And anybody watching this who hasn't clicked the subscribe button, what are you waiting for? I'm ace. Listen to John. Anyway, moving on. Thank you, John. Merlin, not Mr. O material. Whether he comes in heavier or lighter, That ship has sailed. Agreed. He will never win the Olympia unpleasant body. Again, I've said this. I've said this time and time again. I could pick 5 people out right now that I know will never be a Mr. Olympia. And it is easy to do that because sometimes you're genetically fucked. And that's another thing that pisses me off when people go, oh, it's genetics, it's genetics. Well, yeah, no. I'd have to disagree, first of all, on the first point of it being genetics. And the simple reason I'm saying this is when you're born, your doctor doesn't give you a fucking list of things that you can do when you're older because he did a DNA test on your fucking genetics and it said, oh, bodybuilder. No one knows that that's what they're going to be. It's only until you start lifting weights or, you're doing some sort of activity where those sort of things, precursors, come through. So no, a lot of bodybuilders don't know that they're gifted with genetics. They just start out, and if they start growing, because a lot of bodybuilders have, body dysmorphia. They think they're smaller than what they are. So I do kind of disagree with the whole genetics argument from that standpoint, because, it's not like someone, like I said, a doctor's give you, this piece of paper and said, right, you're going to be a sprinter, you're going to be a fucking bodybuilder. It's only when you actually start getting into it that you realise, or people may tell you, you have got great genetics. Let's have a look. Yogesh Rawat, you are stupid. Okay. Thanks, mate. Cool. Masanagan, he looks amazing. Good for guest posing. That's around 80%. Right, first of all, no. He doesn't look amazing. So, are you a fan or just a Ramy fan? Good for guest posing. It was good to see Ramy guest posing. That's it. And at around 80%, are you saying that he wasn't 100% conditioned? 80% body fat? Well, okay. I think your criticism is a bit unfair and harsh. I don't think he is lacking in any body parts. Okay, not a fan then, I see. And I think he was one of the very best backs in the game. Well, that's straight up bullshit. Big Ramy has not got one of the very best backs in the game. Out of the top 8, I'd put him down at like 9th, 10th on this year's lineup for his back. And saying I'm criticising these people unfairly and harsh, do you understand the concept of bodybuilding? These guys train, they diet down, they get on stage, we look at them and go, who looks the best? That is critiquing. You have to critique. So your whole concept and idea of being unfair and harsh, then you need to go to every bodybuilding show and say everybody needs to get first place. Are you one of those guys where, your son does a race and everybody has to have a competitor medal? Don't talk shit. I haven't seen anyone carry that sheer mass without blurring the line. Blurring the lines? Bro, what are you even on about? What lines? Insane proportions. We all wish he'd just come crisp and conditioned. Right, the fact that you've just said we all wish he just comes crisp and conditioned means he's got no fucking lines, does it? What are you on about? Oh, dude, honestly. Big Mac. Big Mac is always in my comments. Love this dude. Big Ramy isn't going to win any contest with his current physique. I agree, Big Mac. We've chatted a few times in the comments section. I think he looks pretty bad. I pray for Ramy sometimes that I do hope that, one day he can get his fucking shit together and bring something that can get him back in a top 3 placing. He's done it before and he did it on stage with some of the best people. So I don't see why I can't do it again. I just would never put any money on him winning anything. And finally, Mark. I think I've spoke to Mark a few times before. He looks 8 weeks out to me. Legs are way too big for his upper torso. Agreed, brother. Doubtful he's going to get an invite. ? So I'm guessing you're asking me if he'll get an invite. If he was, he would have had it already. And he would certainly be hyping the shit up out of this by now, just for the simple PR for Dragon's Lair, I think. Or no, not Dragon's Lair. That's Flex's gym, innit? What the fuck is it called? He's sponsored Dragon some shit, I don't know. Some supplement company would be having him posting pics, etc. to hype the fuck out of this, because obviously it does sales on the build-up. And it's ticket sales for the Olympia. So no, he will not be there, I don't think, Mark. And 8 weeks out, I'd say he was a good 18 months out from getting a top 3 finish. he has got a lot of work to do, especially with the back, especially with the chest. And he needs to just stop using the bloody abductor machine, because those side quads are just absolutely out of this world. They do look sick, don't get me wrong, but they ain't going to win a prize. On that note, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I just thought it'd be different to put your comments out there, because you're just listening to me waffle shit 24/7 on here. And I thought, well, okay, I'll put your comments out there, because then you're not just going to hate on me as much as you can hate on each other. I'm only fucking with you. But on that note, guys, drop a comment. Do you think this was a good idea to put your guys' comments out there? Because obviously your comments are public, so I can do this. You've put it in the public domain. I thought it was just cool because obviously I give you guys some light. I don't want people going back either to any of these comments to drop shitty replies. Unless they're funny, then I 100% back them. I'm joking. But no, please don't hate on each other. Obviously people go out their way to comment, and I do appreciate that. I do respond to as many of them as possible. I'm not one of these arseholes that, gets over a few 100,000 subs and then just that's it, don't interact with anybody. I do try and get involved with as many conversations as possible. I can get quite argumentative sometimes, but that's just me. I'm not trying to put on a show for YouTube and just do me. I do the best me that I can do. I do the best video on whatever topic I can do, and that's it. I won't bullshit you. I won't fluff anything up. I won't try and be some little fucking news reporter, because that's not what I'm about. So on that note, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Drop some comments. If you want me to do this again, just, I don't know, what should we say? Drop yay or nay. Yes for doing it, no for not. And then pick a topic in the comments, and we'll go at it again if you want. So on that note, peace.